Hi Prachi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well.
एनर्जी कहाँ से लाती हो यार तुम? Seriously, I also started getting up at 3:30 यार.
Why 3:30? Are you manifesting?
Yeah.
Oh,
You told me
wonderful.
na Brahma Muhurat.
No, it's very good. If you're doing it, fantastic.
So I started doing it.
Very
I've
nice.
rewritten my affirmations and all now.
Very nice.
From taken from Louise Hay book and from mine and from here and from there and from this book what we are reading. Combined everything together.
Even your reflections are beautiful in the morning. They're amazing. How?
जल्दी तो नहीं हो रहा ना?
Not at all. In fact, सब लोग को एक reminder मिल जाता है. It's amazing. Beautiful.
I was just working on that. And I did my affirmation. I was doing my gratitude now, right now.
Nice. Excellent.
They really put me in a good line, yeah.
I'm so
मैंने
glad.
कभी सोचा भी नहीं था कि आई कैन गेट अप आई वाज ऑलवेज कि कैसे यार कौन उठता है 5 बजे 4 बजे क्लास करने के लिए यार.
When we get awakened, अपने आप things fall in place.
मतलब कोई दुनिया में नहीं उठा सका मुझे 5 बजे से, तुम उठा पाई मुझे.
I'm so glad.
थैंक यू सो मच यार.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Good morning, Ayushi.
गुड मॉर्निंग.
Good morning. What's up? How are you?
Very well.
आयुषी अभी उठी है लगता है.
मैं अभी उठी हूँ.
हाँ.
I was just saying my husband, he's like, "Arey, what happened to your morning class?" I said, "बंद हो गई." I said, "What happened?" I said, "नींद नहीं आती है सुबह उठती नहीं हूँ मैं फिर." He just asked me the same thing. What happened to your morning class?
Okay, so it's 7. Do you want to start now or we waiting for people to join? Today, some.
लेट्स स्टार्ट यार बिकॉज आगे भी क्लासेस है मेरी.
Okay. Ayushi, you want to read today? You want to read today?
No
Please read.
problem.
Let's start. Yes.
Okay. We will expand this up.
Yes, please.
You cannot overemphasize the importance now of keeping yourself clear of uninvited influences. This week, you examine these influences a little further and you develop another tool to deal with them. Throughout your life, you have experienced these influences in your own life. They account for those numerous times you weren't yourself. You really weren't totally yourself. They also explain some of the periodic irrational behavior of your friends and family. Later in this course, you will learn how to develop others under uninvited influences. This week, however, you're going to continue the focus on yourself. Have you ever awakened after a full night's rest exhausted? Was it an effort to smile? Did the least little provocation set you off? Chances are this was an uninvited influence. Have you experienced a sudden change in mood from ease and happiness to irritability and impatience? At the time, you felt justified in your nastiness and negativity, but in retrospect, it seemed uncalled for.
तुम नाश्ता लेके
Chances are,
आओगे?
Ayushi, please, Ritu, please
chances
mute
are
yourself.
this, sorry,
Yes, please continue.
chances are this was an uninvited influence. Have you ever blown up at a loved one, only to feel terribly sorry later? Chances are this was an uninvited influence. Have you ever been in a mood of fear without being able to pinpoint it? Or maybe the fear was concrete, but of something you weren't usually afraid of. Chances are this was an uninvited influence. Have you ever fantasized dangerous or foolish action that you know you would never do in your right mind? Chances are this was an uninvited influence. Not all of your fears, irrational behavior, weird thoughts, bursts of anger, and periods of exhaustion are caused by uninvited influences. They can also be your own stress, your own imaginations, an illusion. It can be your own imperfect thinking that needs to be healed. However, far too often it is the stress and fearful thoughts of others that you are allowing to influence you. Note the word allowing. Nothing can influence you without your express or tacit approval. Nothing. Out of ignorance, you have allowed influences in your life, influences that have made you miserable. Even more significant, they have built the barrier higher and stronger between you and your higher self. We must not look upon these uninvited influences with scorn. No, they are loving creations of God, just as you are. They are just frightened and confused by an illusion they made up for themselves. That is not different, except in degree, from the illusion you have built separating yourself from yourself. It is entirely possible that you too have been an uninvited influence for someone. In another lifetime, if you died in confusion or fear and refused help to direct you to your next perfect place, you could have hung around and influenced others with your fear and negativity. Think of any uninvited influence with love, as you would want to be thought of if you were caught in that situation. Send love while you say the healing words. This week, you will continue to begin your quiet periods by healing any uninvited influences, as you did last week. Then close your aura to all except for your higher self. Unify with God by thinking of some of God's qualities and claiming them for yourself. Start your communication with your higher self. When you have been when you have received a signal, when that communication is over, you say these words. Now please give me my signal for uninvited influences. Sit comfortably, relaxed, open, receptive. Wait for some physical sign you will feel or notice in your body. This is a signal that your higher self will give you when you are under an uninvited influence. It is usually unpleasant, such as a slight pain someplace, or slight nausea, or slight dizziness, or uncomfortable sound or vision. However, it is not necessary that it be unpleasant. It can be a twitch someplace on the body, a definite movement, a warm or cold feeling someplace, or a numbness. As with the signal from your higher self, this uninvited influence signal can be anything that catches your attention. So sit back and wait for it. When the signal comes, repeat the words with love that you memorized 2 weeks ago to clear your aura of the influence. The signal will go away. If it doesn't, that means there is another uninvited influence. So repeat the words with love. The thoughts of the uninvited influences are forms of energy, bubbles of negativity, fear, worry, concern, or anger. These bubbles may continue even after the uninvited influence is healed. Therefore, from now on, after
After you have healed the influence,
where's the next page?
that is the next page. After you have healed the influence, say,
After you have healed,
yes.
say, I send love and light to any thought forms around me. After all, these negative thought forms really are feeding us problems. These healing words are also to be repeated in crowds when you close your aura. This is your exercise for each quiet period this week. Ask for your uninvited influence signal, then get rid of the signal by reciting your memorized words to heal the influence. Just because you now have a signal for the uninvited influence doesn't mean you can let your guard down. The signal will only come to you when you normally wouldn't know about the influence. So continue with your practice of repeating the formula when you feel you need to. Usually, the need arises with a strong thought I have an uninvited influence. but it can simply be the symptoms of exhaustion, fear, anger, irritability, etc. For most people, the concept of these uninvited influences is a very foreign notion. It smacks of ghost stories, the supernatural, witches, goblins, and sorcery. If the concept bothers you, keep an open mind and do this part of these lessons mechanically. When your life changes, when your heart refills with love, and when you feel a burden lifted with the healing of each uninvited influence, those preconceived notions will vanish. To rid yourself of these influences is a giant step in being and staying unified. In your activity this week, continue to develop the habit of closing your aura to all except your higher self. Continue to send love from your heart wherever you go, whenever you think about it, to anyone or anything. When you go to bed, continue to alternate the practice of sending love and unifying with God's qualities. Continue to give thanks to your higher self for its communication of truth to you. Thank your higher self for giving you the uninvited influence signal and for helping to keep your aura clear. It may seem that you are taking on more and more and more. Very soon, these practices will be so much a part of your life that nothing is being done at all. They will be as natural as drinking, eating, or sleeping.
Thank you, Ayushi. Thank you so much. Anybody has anything to share, or we'll go for meditation? Any awakenings? Good to see you, Bhavna. We've missed you for a couple of days. Okay.
Good
Yeah,
to
please.
see you all. I'm so sorry. My schedule has changed, so I think I can only join on Mondays. So I will try. So that's what I decided. But it's so beautiful to be with you all and reading this book with you all. Yeah.
So glad. Yes. You want to share something, Shelly? Yes,
Yeah,
please.
I just want to ask one thing that I don't receive any uninvited influences when I do this meditation. So I feel so much love and I feel so much connected with my higher self. But I've been trying this meditation, but I don't receive any uninvited influences. Is that fine?
You don't have to receive them. If you're feeling some kind of overwhelming feeling or you're out of place, that means uninvited influences are in your life. You don't
Yeah.
feel them as such. You just
Okay.
pick them off when you're in a moment of, say, being angry, frustrated, or anything negative. That means you have an influence which is on you, and then you cordon it off. I
I
simply,
don't feel such influences.
then cool. That's okay.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
wonderful.
Right.
Like when uninvited influence comes in your life, you will notice it. Like I just had some problem with my supervisor at work, or some problem with the any relationship or any setting. So you will see that how your body is responding. So that's the time I think when uninvited influence comes and take in action, and that's when you notice that an uninvited influence is coming and how you want to send love and light at that moment.
Yeah.
But for the time being, when you are practicing, I think just the love and light with the
Yeah.
unified higher self, it's very difficult to bring that uninvited influence at that time.
Yeah.
Consider that.
Thank you.
Yes. All right.
So
Actually,
it's so amazing. Yesterday, when we were doing this reading the first time for the fifth week, while we were reading, I noticed while we were reading, I got a slight pain at my surgical point, which I have, that hernia, one point. And very light it was. I had that pain. And obviously, we did the meditation. And then I just 3-4 times I did the sending light love. And it went, so let me see if this is a signal. Now let's see if this persists as a signal. We'll come to know.
Wow.
Good.
Nice. Amazing.
yeah, one thing I want to share is like after doing the meditation of any meditation of like Nitya or anything, I when I open my eyes, I'm feeling sometimes disoriented, and sometimes I feel someone is sitting besides me. Is it some kind of a signal?
Flow with life. You have people all the time around you, Ritu. There's spirits all over. Why? They're
फीलिंग
part
आती
of
है तो
you.
कोई बैठा हुआ है
So it's okay. Maybe somebody's observing you. How does it matter? We've always lived with spirits, whether we knew it or we don't. We're never alone. That's why the book keeps guiding us that there are uninvited influences. So if you're feeling edgy or you're feeling uncomfortable, that means the negative vibes are. Why do you think you have negative vibes? Because you have some influence on you, right? That's the time we say, I block myself, my aura of any uninvited influences. Only me and my higher self is here. So it's okay. If you're feeling,
It's not a negative influence. If someone is, it's just disoriented feeling sometimes I get, which bothers me.
just
Where am I?
so just block yourself that time. If you think, just block your aura from uninvited influence. Maybe that there is, you're not comfortable, right? So anything you're not comfortable with means is uninvited. आप disoriented हो रहे हो, no?
Okay.
It's uncomfortable. It's not
Huh.
something that you're happy. Wow, eureka moment. So yeah, then unblock yourself. Now you have the tool. But I mean, take this book beautifully, but don't get it, let it work on your psyches too much. That's what I.
Right.
We should all just flow with life. If we start going too much in detail of it, we'll actually get psyched out. So let's not do that. And when you do a meditation with Nitya or with anyone, obviously you are going in a trance in a way. You are shutting yourself from the world and you are going in a different world. So to come back to reality may take a little while. That's why we say, na, close your eyes and then open after rubbing them or something. You do want to make it easy for you to transition.
You're priest, Prachi.
Yeah, I don't know why I've frozen. Chalo, let's do
Can't
the.
hear you.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
meditate now. Yeah. All right. Let's close our eyes. See our posture. Let's inhale love. Feel it pulsating in every part of your being. Exhale love. Inhale bliss. Exhale bliss. Let's inhale oneness. Exhale oneness. We are one. We are God. We are joy. And our life is absolutely blessed. Whatever we feel, we absorb. Anything good, we celebrate. Anything negative, we simply close our auras. Right now, let's close our auras by simply giving a universal command. Dear uninvited influence, I send you love and light. And now I'm closing my aura to you, except for my higher self. I'm now open and receptive to all the guidance from my higher self because we are one. Dear higher self, I know you exist in me. Please tell me your name. Dear higher self, I love you. I know you're there with me. and yet I'm not so familiar with you. Please allow me the knowledge of knowing your name. Dear higher self, I have often ignored you, but now no more. I'm going to consciously make an effort to be in alignment, to listen to my inner voice, listen to you, knowing you are a blessing in my life. Dear higher self, I patiently wait to know your name, knowing one day the mystery will unfold. Dear higher self, as you show me your name, can I please meet you to know who you are and to have that one little feeling that I know that I am in touch with you and no one else? Can you give me that one cue that I just know it's you and me? I truly love you and I'm thankful to you for being my higher self, for always guiding me, for always being there for me. Thank you, dear higher self. I truly feel blessed. Let's all bow down our heads in gratitude to Mother Earth, who roots us, who grounds us, who keeps us compassionate and kind. Dear Earth, thank you for rooting us. Dear Higher Self, thank you for being there. I'm truly blessed with your presence. Let's thank our life for bringing us this beautiful opportunity to go inward, to reflect, to understand, to meet our higher self. And let's now fold our hand in gratitude, bow down to our higher self. In gratitude, in love, and in the feeling of being one. Dear higher self, I thank you. And now let's rub our palms a bit and let our eyes touch them ever so lightly. Feel the energy. May the inner light open up. May the inner eyes open up. And may we see the world of abundance inside us. Gently open your eyes. May we be the channels of love and light. May we find our inner love and light. May we be able to spread this love and light on all living beings and all the unwanted influences also. May we be just the channels, flowing in love, flowing in light, finding our light. Let's now bless our Sangha and wish them an inward journey, a fulfilling inward journey. May love and light fulfill or spread on all. Shelly, Pratima ji, Radhika, Ankita, Meenakshi, Neha, Ritu, Bhavna, Ayushi, Anjiji, Poonam, Sudha, Reema. May you all be blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see each other on Thursday. Atma Namaste.